Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? You know it's your boy 77. Thanks for taking a moment out of your busy schedule to stop by my channel. Right, so today I'm just gonna dive into how I prepare my mixing session for my beats. You know, when I'm mixing down my rhythm, this is how I set it up so that I can mix it the way that is comfortable for me to know where things is and to control different channels and everything like that. All right, so that without delay, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Right, like, do, share also, so that we can keep the channel going, you know, so we can support the cause. You understand me? You don't know, right? We're gonna jump into it right now, like this. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I am here in my session. I've got a session open here with a beat that I'm making. All right, it's called the Bounty Rhythm. This rhythm ain't released yet, so you know it goes. All right, so when you're in a session like this, what you want to do is, for your mixing your beat, it's good to have it arranged the way you want it, and you know, you turn up and tweaks a few things so it sounds the way you want it to sound. Then the next step you're going to do, you want to bounce this file. So we're going to go up here and file. We're going to go down to export, okay? And then you're going to go to all track as audio file, or you can select the number of tracks you want and say you click 9 track as audio file. You click on that, okay? You choose the folder that you want to. Once you choose the folder that you want to, right? Every other box is on take and you check out the whole system to make sure that everything is what you want to save or you don't want to save or what you don't want to bounce, and then you click export. Okay, I've already done that already, so I'm gonna cancel out of that, okay, because I don't need to save it twice. All right, next thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into my mixing session that I've already created. Okay, so I'm just gonna open that up, and then okay, it's there. So once we open that, the next thing you want to do is now you want to bounce your audio files. You want to import your audio files that you have already bounced. So you can go up here, right? Click on that window, and then here you will be able to locate your hard drive that your external hard drive that contains all your folder. So if I go here and I see Bounty Rhythm, right, once I open that, it will show me where I've saved my files. So this is where I've saved my files into the rhythm files. Here it is. So you can either highlight everything and drag and drop, and then there will be a prompt on the screen for you to say assign to individual track, or you can just drag them one by one over. As you can see, it says drag audio files here to create audio tracks. So you can just drag them one by one, and it will just automatically put the name of each tracks in order for you, so you don't have to go back again and start typing each name. Everything is listed. Okay, once you're done importing all of your tracks, close that window. You got a bit more space to work with on your screen. Okay, so now, all right, what I tend to do is, after importing all the tracks, I group my drums into a summon track. Okay, so what I will tend to do is, just for your purpose, if you don't know how to create that track, right? So I'm just going to select this track, command, select my intro, right click, go down to create a stack track. So once you press create a stack track, it would ask you if you want to create a folder stack or a summon track. Okay, you can read all the description here, and it will tell you exactly what will happen once you created that track. Okay, you press create. I won't do it because I've done it already, but when you create it, it becomes like this. It becomes a closable track. That means if I click here, everything in the box reveal. But what that also means is one knob is here that controls the whole volume of your drums, your kicks, your bass. So that's my drum channel. So if I want to turn up all the drums, make all the drums loud or lower, you use the one knob here to adjust the volume. But say for instance your kick is too loud, you want to make your kick lower, you can also expand the track, find your kick, click on it, and you can set the volume to your choice of level in your mix, right? But as I said, once you click on the main stack, you can control the overall volume of the whole drums. Everything in that channel goes up or down. Same thing I do for my strings. I put all my strings into one stack, which I control the volume of that strings up or down. If I need to control an individual volume, I can just go to the individual track, go to the volume, control it up or down. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Okay, all right. So now once I've imported all my tracks and I've created all my stacks where I need them to be, right, next thing I do, you go up to the top, you got mixer, you can click X as a shortcut key. That open up your mixer. Say I press X, my mixer is up. Now, I want all my tracks to stay at 0, okay, balance. But I also want to be able to control the volume of each individual stack separate. That means I don't have to touch the individual stack, their volume. Okay, show you what I mean. If I say go to my drums, right, my drums are here. If I want to create a channel, a VCA channel, that's what it's called, a VCA channel, to control that frequency of sounds without touching the actual stack, you're going to go here, right click, create a new VCA. Okay, so what the VCA act as, it act as your main control that control the volume overall for that stack without have to go here and be going up and down. It stays 0. As you can see, my drums are 0, my effects are 0, my strings are 0, my vocal effects are 0. Okay, now once I click, right click, create a new VCA, it automatically created a drum VCA. This is my drum VCA here. So what this does is, right, if I say let me just solo my drum, I could click solo here, but no, I click solo here. So once I press play on my keyboard, you should be hearing just only the drums itself. Do you understand? Okay, so with that said, I can control the volume here up and down if I want to make it louder, or if I want to make it louder, I can control it without going to my drum stack over here to adjust the volume here. It still remain at 0, but I'm in control from your VCA. So that's what your VCA is. Your VCA is what's going to that's going to control your sound. Okay, as I explained before, if my kicks is still loud, I can still click here to expand my drum stack. Then I can go to my kick individually, to my kick, and I can control my kick from this channel here. Okay, that's how it is. All right, so we can close that back so we don't mess up anything on that. And it's the same thing for my strings. You go right click on the channel, create a new VCA, right, it creates you a new VCA on your strings over here. It's good to right click, it's good to double click and change your channel strip to the name that's associated with your stocks, so that you don't make a mistake. You know exactly which VCA knob you use to adjust your volume total overall. Okay, and the same thing applies for all of it, for all the effects and everything. Okay, what I've also done within this session is, let me go back to my thing and unmute that. What I also do is on my stocks, I do not apply any effects. All right, I create a bus track. So if you go down to be underneath where it says other effects, you click here, it comes up like this. You click bus, it gives you a list of empty buses that you can choose from. So if I say I want to add some reverb to that, I have already created a reverb bus. So in that bus, it has my reverb. Okay, so for instance, for this track, which is my drum track, I have the channel EQ. Okay, I got my channel EQ, all right, which is I've just done some compressions on it also, and a compressor. But how I apply this, I apply it with the volume controller at the side. So meaning I'm in control of the amount of EQ and compressor. What that does is it save your CPU in your computer. Basically, it helps your computer to run more smoother. If I stack all effects onto this rack or into my audio effects, then I go to my string and I stack all these audio effects, it's gonna be too much on your system. But when you create bus track, you can use those same bus track on other instrument. Say for instance, my strings, you can go and add my bus 8 to get my channel EQ and compressor on my strings, and I just control the volume with the fader up or down to see how much of that amount of compressor I'm going to put in, instead of having 50 million compressors in your system. Okay, and with a wrap, as I was going to say, that's how I created my workflow for mixing my beats. Okay, I hope this works. I hope this helps. I hope this does something for you. All right. If you like it, put a thumbs up so we can start getting some more views on these videos and some more likes and some more stream. But overall, have a wonderful day. Try my way. There's other ways out there. It's never too much information out there. It's always good to find something that you can learn from. Stay tuned, keep it locked. And you don't know, this is your boy 77. Okay, just go check out some of my production. They are all on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere in the world. You know it goes already. Keep it locked, subscribe, and see you again soon. Boom.